Hey y'all, I'm Emily and welcome back to Bama Base, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. Today I'm just going to pill around my garden and just do some stuff. So I hope you tag along. So the first thing I want to tackle today is cleaning up my pots of mint. And then I want to move on down and clean up this pot of perennials. And then just give this good area a good deep clean. Kind of messy. And then I want to tackle this bed over here. Not sure if I'll get to it all today, but as you can see, a lot of the daylilies and hostas are just, they need cleaned up. That's last year's growth, and yeah, it just needs some TLC. But I am already seeing some of the bulbs pop up. And of course, there's still tons of weeds. And y'all, I don't think the mums made it. I'm going to have to straighten up that pot because it's crooked. Get rid of the weeds. And I wasn't sure what these were because I didn't plant tulips there, but I think they're gladiolus from years ago that have finally decided to do something. So I'm going to give this bed a good cleanup, and let's just take a moment and enjoy the beauty of the hellebore. Y'all, I need to buy about 5 more of them. Oh, stunning. Let's look at the other. So beautiful. So beautiful. All right, so let's get to work. Alrighty, y'all. So the first thing I want to tackle this late afternoon, it's finally cooled off, even though it's still February. I swear, living in the South is crazy. You know, 1 minute it's freezing, and then the next you need shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the cool afternoon and cut back my mint pots. Some of them have labels, some of them don't, and some of them are full of weeds. So let's tackle this. This right here, this green growth is not mint. This is definitely a weed. All right, and I don't see any, I'll take that back. There is some new growth at the very bottom. So I'm just going to give it a good haircut. I'm going to go get a bucket to put it all in. Alrighty. So good haircut for the mint. Most of these just break right off. And this pot is already finished. And y'all, I keep my pot in mints because they spread like crazy. All right, so this actually looks like another pot of oregano. Yeah, it smells like oregano. And if y'all have watched me, y'all saw me clean up my side yard with that big old oregano bush. Just this actually came from, or that came from a cutting from this. Y'all, where's a heart? I can't talk today. So I'm just going to give this a good haircut. this one's finished. All right. So in this pot, I have strawberry mint, and it looks like I have a carrot. So let me get the weed out. I'm gonna clean it up and then I'll show you what's growing in this pot. This cracks me up. You know, plants just want to grow, y'all. All right. So here's my strawberry mint. And this right here looks like a carrot to me. That's hilarious. All right, so strawberry mint is finished. Now let's tackle this bad boy. This one is my, what is this? My apple mint. And this one smells so good. I bet the first one that I cut back was my peppermint. Y'all have crabgrass growing in this pot. Ugh, that's annoying. All right, strawberry mint is cleaned up. And this one already has a ton of new growth too. Love it. Now let's tackle the chocolate mint. I can't wait to put this in some ice cream and some tea. Y'all, it smells so good. I want to make some extract this summer. Alrighty. Let me pull those weeds out of that pot. There we go. Chocolate mint is done. All right, so now I want to tackle this perennial pot. And all these plants in this particular pot I got from the Morgan County Master Gardener Association plant sale last year. And y'all, they're beautiful. I'm blessed to have them. So I'm just going to cut back the old foliage and just breathe some new life into this container. I don't remember all that I planted in here. I think one is yarrow, but I'm not sure about everything else. I was just excited to get it. whatever this plant is, it's loving its home and is spreading. And that's fine by me. I just find this so peaceful. I love spending time in my garden. Especially when it's not insanely hot yet. So see what I mean about this particular plant spreading? So I think in no time at all, it's going to be the entire pot, which is okay. It's beautiful. Alrighty, on to the other flower bed. Alrighty, y'all, so the first thing I want to clean up because it's an eyesore is this mum. I'm pretty sure they just didn't make it through that hard freeze that we had. But just in case I'm wrong, I'm just going to cut it back. I'm not going to pull it. But it just seems way brittle, like too brittle for there to be life in it. All right, one mom is taken care of, and we'll just see what happens. And there's a weed, more crabgrass. So as beautiful as these hellebores are, I want to go ahead and just get rid of these spent blooms and any brown burnt leaves. And this is what I'm looking at. Just brown bits that are just not as pretty. The flowers are stunning. All right, now we can see the beautiful hellebore flowers. So this is a succulent of some type. It's pure purple and then produces purple flowers. I don't know the name. Honestly, I will probably pull it up because it gets massive in this area and it's not quite the look I'm going for. I just didn't want to throw it in the compost. It's been in the garden for 20, 30 years, so I just didn't want to get rid of it, but it is loving this spot. So this right here, weed. And weeds love this area too. I'm going to try to get all the roots that I possibly can. Also pull all the crabgrass that I see. Alrighty, so this is the stump of a holly bush. And y'all, this sucker is in deep. I can't get rid of it. The husband can't get rid of it. So we just have two stumps and they are so stubborn that they keep sending out new shoots. We've tried to poison it. Yeah, it's just too stubborn. It's not going anywhere. So every year I cut it way back because at one point it was taller than my husband. Like, it was huge. Alrighty, so in the back I have bulbs coming up but I need to get rid of last year's growth. I have daylilies in here. Have a couple other bulbs. And by the end of the season, I was so tired, I just placed them on the soil and I said, may the odds be ever in your favor, and they did great. They rooted themselves in. Yeah, they're doing great. Love it. Alrighty, so I'm going to do the same thing to this hellebore, and y'all forgive me, these weren't labeled, so I'm not quite sure what their name is, but they are hellebores, and I purchased them off the clearance rack last year at Lowe's. So I'm just going to get rid of the spent leaves. All right, I see a weed in the pot. They're everywhere. All right, time to clean up this area now. My bulbs are doing amazing. Good job, little guys. And it seems really early for them to start popping up. I normally don't see them break the soil till like May, because this is pretty much a shade back here. But y'all, it's been a weird season. So this is the other holly bush that is more stubborn than my husband. So this is more prolific than the other one. So I'm just going to trim it to a nice, very small ball. More crabgrass. Ugh. All right, gonna clean up more of the daylilies. And I see more weeds. I hate when they don't pull up. Ugh, got it. All right, the hosta's cleaned up. Now let's move on to my favorite flower, my Montauk daisies. Daisies in general are my favorite. Alrighty, y'all, so now it's time to take care of my daisies. There's plenty of new growth, but then also the top part just needs cut back. And I'm also going to pull this stupid crabgrass. It's everywhere. And y'all, when you pay for a lawn service, you shouldn't have this problem. Can you tell I'm a little irritated? All right, so that's one daisy cut back. There's the second Montauk daisy cut back. And there's the third. And more weeds. Oh, more crabgrass. Alrighty, so now I just need to weed this area and then cut back the remaining 2 mums. Oh, so much better. Alrighty, so here comes the hard part, and that's straightening up this heavy, heavy pot. Yeah, fingers crossed. Oh, more crabgrass. Yeah. Well, that's weird. What's it sitting on? It sounds like concrete. That's weird. Is that straight? Doesn't, nah. Is it level now? I might have to get the hubby to help. Alright, y'all, so most everything I try to grow in this pot doesn't like me and doesn't want to stick around. So I found this gardenia on the clearance rack for like $5-6 at the end of the season last year. Now I know they like full sun, and this is mostly shade, especially toward the back of the house. But I'm willing to give it a shot. So this is the other foolproof gardenia that I had. Let me see. So it's from the Southern Living Plant Collection, and it is the foolproof gardenia. It says full sun to part sun. It definitely will get part sun. And it says hardy to zone 7 to 10. I'm in zone 8A, so we're good there. Yeah, how big will it get? Does it tell me? Oh, 3 feet by 4 feet. It can be happy for a little bit. I did just fertilize this the other day when I was doing the front yard, so I don't want to lose all that fertilizer because I'm currently out. I need to make a Lowe's trip. Oh, it's a happy, happy gardenia. Look at all those roots. All right, so I'm going to currently use this pot to give me a good hole. Ooh, there's a worm in there. Y'all, I don't like bugs, but worms don't bother me. That hurts my hand. I got to switch hands. I still haven't heard back from the doctor yet about my hand. I'm going to give it a few more days. I figured if they saw something super alarming, they would have reached out. But it still hurts pretty bad. Got soil up my nose. Sounds like someone's hot rodding in the neighborhood. Nope, gotta go way deeper. I'm gonna cover up some of those bulbs that I just put on top of the soil last year. You know, sometimes being lazy in the garden pays off. It was just insanely hot. Like at one point last year in the heat, I fainted in the back of the greenhouse, and it was kind of scary. That's why this year I'm planning on not planting as much. All right. So let's get this baby in the pot. It wasn't quite center. There we go. All right, I will need to top off this pot with more compost, but that'll be a tomorrow project because I have to buy more from Lowe's. Alrighty, so I do have some Trifecta Plus. I'm going to give it a good healthy dose along with fertilizing the entire flower bed just because I want some beauty in the garden for this spring. And Trifecta Plus comes from MI Gardener, and it's a 5-10-4. All right, now I'm just going to sprinkle what's left in this bag throughout the flower bed. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm running out of daylight, but I don't want to stop planting yet. So the hubby is grilling food, and I thought about while he's cooking us dinner, I want to plant my daisies. So these are Shasta daisies that I started from seed last year, and yeah, they're going into their second year. They should bloom this year, so I'm very excited. Yeah, so I just want to dump these out and then plant them in this bed. So let's get into it. Oh, they are definitely rooted in. Wow. And full of ants. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to break these into probably 4 clumps and then just go ahead and plant them. Hey y'all, it's obviously the next day. Between losing light in the afternoon and the hubby needing assistance fixing the grill, I just couldn't finish planting out this flower bed, so I'm back at it today. So I had trouble since it's kind of root bound, and these are the daisies I started from seed last year. Since it is so root bound, I had a lot of trouble just using my shovel and prying chunks off of each other. So I went inside and grabbed an old bread knife, and I'm gonna give this a try. So here we go. Oh, works a lot better. Nice. Ugh. So here's one chunk of daisies. Alrighty. So I got 4 big clumps of daisies, and I'm just going to go ahead and plant them in this flower bed because it's my goal to have as many daisies planted at my house as possible. I just love daisies. Since I have hurt my hand, I'm not brave enough yet to use that auger again. And the hubby's inside preparing meat for the grill, so I'm not gonna ask him to dig me more holes because I'd rather eat tonight. Hey, Papa. That's interesting. What is that? Is that a canna lily bulb? That's really interesting. Didn't plant that.
After Riley hit a home run, of course.
Uh-huh.
He was off of a minor league pitcher with a 7 ERA. Why are you using a flat shovel to dig a hole?
Because I couldn't find your pointy one.
By the cabinet?
Yes, that's why I got this one.
What are you doing? Are you recording?
Yes.
What's that, a ball?
I just dug that up.
What is it?
I think it's a canna lily bulb that I did not plant.
Don't waste it.
I'm not.
Put it in this frame.
Oh well. You don't want to dig me holes? Well, I'm making contact with those holly roots. Help me dig, Harley. Dig, Harley, dig. Good boy. You want a stick? You want a stick? There you go, bud. Here's another. Oh, you want this one? Harley, you want this one? Yeah, come on. There you go. Have fun.
Here's a big dog. That's slow. You just wasted that big knife. Oh, yeah, sure. You want the bread knife.
It'll work.
That'll work.
Thank you. Love you. Can you help me dig? Alrighty. Well, dinner's not quite ready yet, and I have a whole nother pot of daisies that I grew from seed going into their second season. So figured might as well empty a pot and get them planted. So let's go again. Hey buddy. Huh? Yes. I just got you sticks. I got a plant. You just got me all muddy. Ready? Here we go. And then Jason was like, why are you using our bread knife? And he brought me out this gizmo. The handle says Stanley, but then the saw blade itself is something else. He got it from the garage. Harley, what are you doing? All right, so let's go ahead and divide these. I love that you're helping me, Harley. You're my garden buddy, huh? Oh, don't lick that. I don't want you to cut your tongue. You're a good helper, buddy. He is having the time of his life. He loves to dig. All right, so here's another section. You don't have to eat the dirt. My friends are gonna think I don't feed you. All right, this one has more of the tiny daisies. So I'm just gonna saw it into thirds. And I am covered in dirt in it, thanks to this dog. Gotta watch your paw. Yes, buddy. Here, let's pry it so I don't cut your paw. There we go. Have at it, my love. Go to town. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and place these. Food. All right, gotta watch your paws. All right, you gotta get out of the hole. Here we go. Ready? The whole backyard stinks right now because we went to Lowe's this morning to get some crabgrass eliminator and preventer. Don't dig up the plant, Har. Even though we're paying for a service, and I think it's obvious it's not working. Thank you for the help, Harley. All right, so I think these bulbs that I dug up, I want to see what they turn into. So I want to put them in this pot that I have over here by the gate. All right, so these are not for you. These are not for you, Harley. Nope, these are not treats. So I do not remember planting these, definitely within the past 5 to 7 years. They are massive. This one has roots. It's a I don't know, has multiple layers. It's yellow after it lost its outer coating. So we'll see what these turn into. All right, I'm planting these probably about 4 to 6 inches into the soil. That's about what they were in the other bed. We'll just see what they turn into. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm planting some obnoxious plant. I don't really know. And here's 2 itty bitty ones that look like it was trying to do something. Like I said, the only thing I intentionally planted in that area were glads several years ago. And I didn't really care for them because the glads kept reaching for the light, so it wasn't a great spot for them. But that just, to me, doesn't look like a gladiola bulb. I could be wrong, but we'll see what happens. Look at me cleaning up my mess. Hope he doesn't have to get on to me today. Well, that feels amazing. I got my daisies planted, got the mint and oregano cut back and prepared for spring growth, and I even cleaned up after myself, y'all. That's huge. Normally the husband has to come back and clean up after me. Well, I'm gonna go clean up myself and then get ready to enjoy the steaks that the hubby's about to put on the smoker and then on the grill. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and y'all go out and get some sunshine too. It feels glorious down here in North Alabama in zone 8A. It's currently like 75. In just a matter of weeks, I know it's going to be in the hundreds, so enjoy it while y'all can. But until next time, y'all, I'm Emily from Bama Based, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. Bye, y'all.